Hello and welcome to the right side of the Citroen Xsara Picasso. It's a 2008 model from December. So we're going to do the brakes on this side. This side is quite bad compared to the other side. You can see part of the brake pad is actually stuck onto the disc. Not so great. This one is a lot worse than the other side. So we're going to be doing changing the brake discs and the brake pads. See how fast we can do this one. So we start off removing the two bolts at the bottom, size 13 I hope, the same as the other side. Alright, and the size 15 spanner. Slightly bend this one out of the way, I hope. Oh, we're off to a great start already. Okay. Now we just need to loosen. Now you could finish this off with the impact driver, make it a lot quicker. But I thought I'd take my time. That's one, now the other one. So here I can't really see. It's just a matter of feel. Right, that one is there. Alright, I had to quickly get in there so I could remove this bottom one. It was really tight. But the bolt was really on there, I think, because they use red Loctite. And now we can remove the caliper. I think it needs a little persuasion. Make sure not to damage the boot whilst we're doing this. There we go. You can see how far extended that piston is. That'll be fun to wind back in. Here's my hook. Hook it into the chassis and around the brake line, and we're done with that. Now let's see, how much did we still have? I think that is a fail. You can see we've been rubbing over here as well. So, very good that I did this now and did not wait a little longer. So whoever passed this car off did not do a great job. If it's supposed to still be able to last 2 more years. This one material is also separating. It is still thicker, but separating and rusty. Really impressive on that one. Now we can remove these Torx bolts, screws from the disc. Alright. Now you have to lever off the disc. That will be nice and rusty on. Oh, that was easy. Now we can see if we can wiggle out. There we go. Wiggle out the disc. That is one big plus of this designed car. You don't need to remove the actual holder in order to remove the disc, because I don't have the correct size Torx bit, so really makes my life very easy. And let's see, how thick is this disc, seeing as it's almost been rubbing metal on metal. 7.4 millimeters. Still just about within specification, seeing as the minimum is 7 millimeters, but still. We can just see how bad it is. There's bits of brake pad stuck to the disc. There's quite a large lip on it. It is very badly pitted. There are blue spots, cracking. So, how someone can say they've gone through the whole car and say that everything is in great order before selling it, I don't know, but that's okay. The price of the car was very reasonable, and therefore I can do this. This is basically the tool, bit of pipe and a plier. Now wind that in. It's pretty boring. You have to wind clockwise and push at the same time, then you can wind it in. I've got another size over here which fits my parents' Volkswagen. Can't remember if it's the Caddy or the Touran, but one of them. Can make multiple sizes like this. So this one fits the Citroen, and we'll get going on this. It'll take a little bit, and then I'll catch back up once it's done, because I need the full space here and you won't be able to see anything. Alright, well, pushing in that piston took about an hour. At some point it was just spinning and spinning and didn't go back in, so I had to improvise with a wood clamp, and then it went in. Hopefully it's in far enough, otherwise I have to struggle some more. But we can at least now put on the brake disc. Clean off any grease that might be on the disc. Put back the locating screws. Alright. Now, because we got lots of dirt there, just have to spray that off. Okay, I can put the pads into place. There is no right and left or inner and outer. Alright. Now, hopefully this lines up. Remove the hook. Piston needs to go just in this 1 or 2 millimeters more, then it should fit. So, hopefully it plays along. It's now. That is down. Now we just need to tighten them. So we tighten them down to 38 Newton meters. And the reason why you often struggle getting the caliper back on is because of the spring force of this spring here on the pad. You're pushing against that spring force. That's there to keep the pad into place, to push it against the caliper holder. And that's why it's often a bit of a struggle, so often start at the top one first and then push it in, lever it in to the bottom one. But I was successful in the end. That's all that matters. So got the torque wrench, spanner number 15, hold it into place and tighten. But before tightening with the torque wrench, we can just tighten it down with a normal ratchet. And again, you don't get new bolts with your new pads or whatever you're doing. Put some Loctite on the old ones. Blue Loctite is fine. Also, before assembling, reassembling everything, make sure that your slide pins do slide. These ones still do, and the grease was still fine. Anyway, tighten that up.